Welcome back, everyone, to the Buddy Fun podcast series. My name is Jamie Burdish, and today I'm joined by Colin and Mick. First, to get things started, Colin and Mick, can you introduce yourself to the viewers?
You go first.
Go ahead.
I'm Mick Klasek. I work with Sons of St. Louis as well as Delhoon Realty Group. Sitting next to Colin McNeil, McNeil Family Insurance. We're 2/3 of this group, and we're running the Wii Golf Tournament this year.
Well, Mick already introduced me. Mick usually talks for me because I'm very shy, and I'm an introvert. But yeah, Colin McNeil from McNeil Insurance Group and Sons of St. Louis, here to talk about Wii Golf. Mick's on here to tell you like where it came from, what the inspiration was, and excited to hang out with you guys.
So let's get started on what is the Wii Golf Tournament?
Wii Golf Tournament started, boy, we'd have to go way back. So Corey LaSure and his wife, Chelsea, bought their home through me. We went to dinner together, Soul Food in Clayton, one of my favorites. We were chatting.
Okay.
Yeah. And we were doing these events kind of anyway, just partnering with charities, throwing events, trying to raise money, just trying to be helpful. Really. Corey was telling me about his work with Buddy Fund. So we thought, okay, we should get together and work together on something. Well, the next month, the pandemic hit. So we really didn't know what to do. Corey, who's the other third of this group, came up with the idea for a socially distanced Wii Golf Tournament. We had 11 teams last year. I think we raised just over $1,200 for the Buddy Fund. Had Corey and Tom on our show, which is going to be starting back up again soon with Jamie's help, hopefully. And the rest has been history, man. So last year went off without a hitch. This year, it's been a lot of hours for us to get up and running, but we'll be able to bring you guys some money sooner rather than later.
Sir, can you explain to us how you distribute? You were talking to me about that a while ago, but how do you distribute these Wiis and how are people able to participate all over?
Lucky for me, most people had the console. So the Wii console came out in 2006. So a lot of those laying around in mom's basement somewhere, things like that. So most folks had the games, had the console, which was the easy part. We did have a few donated. We had a couple that we could borrow.
Which that was honestly one of the coolest parts about it is how willing people were to go dig that out of their basement and let us use it. There was a lot of people who were like, yeah, I think I got one somewhere, let me go peel back the storage room 12 years and see if I still have it. So that was pretty cool.
So what we did is we dropped off teams of 4. We dropped off a party package with everyone. We wanted to make it feel like we were throwing you an event in your house. So we brought over Emo's Pizza, Urban Chestnut took care of us for some beer. Modern Brewery helped us out. Odell helped us out.
Some bottles of liquor, right?
Liquor came, chips, pretzels. Everyone got an event t-shirt. Everyone got a free wash at Waterway, Red Bull, Gatorade, just anything we could bring you to show that we were throwing a party because you couldn't go out. You had to go to a friend's house, and groups of 4, you could stay apart best you could. And then the real shocking thing too was the prizes, was where we gave out massage coupons, restaurant gift cards. I think one just in the first round of the tournament, we gave away 5 gallons of whiskey. It was Una Vida took care of us with tequila. It was just anybody I called wanted to help.
Awesome. Yeah, it was awesome. Very great idea too. I mean, like you think about that, like the more like when you just explained it, like that's just such a fun idea. Like, hey, let me set up a party for you. It's essentially what we do just on a micro scale, Let me set up a party for you, like get your, your 4 or 5, 10 best friends that you hang out with every day anyway, and have them come over, you know what I mean? And perfect time to do it. People are sitting around watching football anyway, so it's something to do, while you're watching the game, or, your girls are, gossiping wherever. So it's a pretty cool idea.
It was, yeah. I can't wait.
So how can people sign up? I know it's coming up really fast, and I'll try to get this out as soon as possible. But for people who want to join this, how can they sign up, and what entails that whole process?
We are sold out, my friend. I think I actually sold the last couple sponsors. So I can only handle about 12 teams, realistically. So I started with just the folks who participated last year. We added a couple teams. But the reason you don't know about this, Jamie, is our goal really is that Buddy Fun doesn't have to lift a finger.
Yeah.
Right? We take on all the work. We give you all the press, the recognition. We're going to have a ton of marketing material coming your way. And the goal would be just for you guys to sit back and collect the check.
Yeah, the marketing material, I feel like really comes, like the output of it all comes after the event, really. Like everything is really marketed internally by Mick, you know, like who do I know, who did it last year, who can I get sponsorships from? And I think that's how he's able to handle it so well too. You know, like it's all people that are in his direct network that are willing to help him out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think, you know, as we start, you know, knocking down a couple of these and getting a couple under our belt, you know, I think you'll start seeing like the exposure, people, the interest of it. I know there was a couple of people who texted me like, yo, can I get in on that this year? That sounds really awesome. So yeah.
And
so,
we talked about that, Jamie, with our designer, Bridget, over at Abstract Marketing Group, who's the best. She does all our logos, shirts, things like that, which, assuming this goes well for the second year in a row, because it is a different environment since the city's open, you know, it's harder to tie people down when they're actually allowed to leave their house. We'll probably start working on this.
It also allows more people to come over though, too.
It will, yeah. So I think the goal next year is we'll start working on this about midsummer, and we're going to try and take this from 12 to 18 teams, but there's only 3 of us. So we might need some help from you, Corey, Tom, guys like that, just for hours, really, just for labor. You know, it takes up a lot of time to get these together.
Yeah, we want all of your friends from Westminster.
Yeah, we could do a satellite tournament. Yeah,
I'm talking 10 teams. It's for the kids, Jamie.
The kids, exactly. Speaking of the kids, so what inspired you guys to do this? I know you talked about Corey bringing up the idea, but what is giving back, and why do you guys do this kind of thing?
It's the best way to network. It really is. That's kind of how Sons of St. Louis came together. So like when, for instance, for me, you know, I can't really speak for Mick and Corey, but for me, like when I first got into insurance or first got into my role, it's a whole lot of networking. It's a whole lot of like building relationships, hobnobbing with whoever you can partner with or strategically send business back and forth. And most of the events are driven around just going to a happy hour, you know, drinking before you go home, or, you know, like golf. So like being able to set up like those same types of events and those same type of environments, but to generate, you know, and raise money for, you know, a good cause. I feel like really just helps you morally. It's a moral victory, A, and B, like it just aligns you with the right type of people. You know what I mean? Like the right type of people want to get involved. Like when they know what the charity is for, or when they find out, they're more than willing to get involved, you know, and those are the people that you want to be surround yourself with in life and professionally. So that's kind of how Sons of St. Louis itself, you know, unfolded and was born.
We were doing a lot of this anyway, not just throwing our own events, but volunteering. The thing with volunteering is you can give your time, you can give your money, but realistically, the guy getting his hand shaken at the end of the day is the one who threw the event.
Yeah.
So for us to take on that bear, we'll still go volunteer. We work with Books for Kids and some of these pedal the cause.
Well, and it allows you to do both. Like, so like when you're volunteering at an event, like you're getting your hands dirty. Yes, the event's already set up. But when you can peel back the curtain and be a creator, it allows you to put in your time, yes, but also delegate to the people who, you know, who want to get their hands dirty and do the actual work. But then it also allows us behind the red tape to, you know, like donate mass amounts of money. You know what I mean? Like instead of just dropping $1 in a hat, you know, like, or dropping $1 in a boot, you know, it's like, we're able to pull a lot of dollars from a lot of people and really do some good and make a difference. So it's the best of all worlds, you know, and build some good relationships while we're at it. Like, you know, we met you, you're like top 5 best friends right now.
I appreciate that. So I want to end with asking you guys each what you're most excited for this event, and you know, just kind of some general thoughts on how you think this tournament will go.
I'm particularly excited because Mick actually pulled us out of a slump, really. I mean, we really haven't done too many events, like I think all of our businesses have taken off this year, and like they've taken priority over like throwing events. Not to say that we haven't been networking and letting people know what we do and anticipating big events, but like Mick actually like took the initiative and did it, you know what I mean? And very much did it all on his own. Like I can tell you, I've not been able to help as much as I would like to. I know he needs help, and I know he's called me on a couple of things, and I've helped him out with a couple of things, but he's carried this thing to this point. And I think like you always need, like in any kind of slump, you just need one thing, do one thing. And then like, you just need that little spark to keep the momentum going. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see where this takes us this year and next year. So,
and we did move into an office. We did build a studio. We've had to do like a lot of in-house things just to get to where we need to go. I'm most excited to cut the check just to see what the final number is going to be. If we can do this every year, we don't have to double our donation every year. If we can just go up slightly, if we can make another 10% this year, and then that compounds year after year. So I would love to see us hit $1,500 or more in donations this year. I think would be a good goal for us.
And like the goal is to like be able to like, so like this will be our second year doing that. I'll tell you, like you got way more proficient, this year than you were last year. The third year, it's like, I'm not even really like, I don't mean to say it like this, but I'm not even really particularly excited about giving $1,500. I'm really excited to where this takes us next year for this event. Does that make sense? Like
there's no blueprint.
I'm really looking forward to like 10 years from now when it's nothing to give, 10,000, you know what I mean? Like, and it's just because everybody in our direct network is coming up as well. They're able to give more, introduce us to more people who want to get involved. I'm really just, I'm excited for where Sons of St. Louis is going, and like where I'm going professionally and Mick's going professionally. It's been really cool to see. I think this will be our third year as an organization, right? It's really cool to see like how far we've all come from when we first started. It's like it's a good stepping stamp. Yeah.
All right. So that's going to do it for us on another episode of Buddy Fun podcast series. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And a big thanks to Colin and Mick for all the great work they're doing, putting together that Wii Golf Tournament. It's an awesome event. A lot of people getting involved and donating for a great cause. So thanks to them for giving their time and effort to the Buddy Fund. And it's going to just keep on growing. So be on the lookout for years to come. If you want to get involved with that, it's a great way to have fun with friends and to donate to a great cause. So I hope you all are doing well out there, and we will be back with you guys very soon. Another episode.